The wind is saying hello, even to our door.
Testing.
Testing the audio.
It's working.
It's working? Okay, good. Hello, Internet!
Yep. Oh, I just realized, apparently my last brush with death carries over, so I still have 5 minutes before I can kill myself again. So...
Jesus. Anyways, yeah.
Hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet. Yes, oh look, you're live.
I am live and I'm checking the tags.
Make sure we're not accidentally streaming for Kirby again. Yeah, but... I forget, did you say that you had shown the brush with death thing on?
Yes, I have blown myself up on stream.
Yeah, but now we have to wait to do it again because we want to test a very specific scenario. Predominantly, what happens if you blow yourself up while you're already in New Gardenia? Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna actually switch back to one of my main characters, and then we can come back and do this once the death timer has ticked down.
Okay,
because I'm pretty sure we'll have plenty of time where we'll have to come back to New Gardenia or other settlements, and plenty of chances to see if anyone will revive me when I've blown my stupid ass up.
The upper moment when you really have to wait before you caboose yourself again. Caboose has a cooldown. Yes, he showed me it when I got home yesterday, and I was just like, what the actual hell? Because I didn't, because...
Welcome to the power of the Blue Mage. Accidental self-immolation.
I thought it was like a feint or something, and then you see the thing that says return to New Gardenia, I'm like, what the hell?
Yep, those moments when you blew it. Oh, Tactaro is no longer juggling a knife, a paintbrush, and a scroll.
That's probably for the best. Granted, slightly less entertaining, but still probably for the best.
Yes. I just remember coming back at one point to do a main quest, and she's just standing over there juggling things, talking about how she wants to be a street performer, and I'm like...
That's kind of adorable, and then said she's a secretary.
Yeah. Good intentions.
Alright, here we go. 2.5 time.
Most eager to address the Asian threat, however, we dare not neglect our other pressing concerns. It was no fall that St. Shio was not the last... will not be the last problem we face, and our relationship with each guard is still tenuous at best. If you think that the resolution of the primal threat was once the sole priority of the Science of the Son of Dawn, some days I wonder if it was wise for us to take on so many other responsibilities. Lest you forget, Antecedent, the Science need not shoulder the burdens alone. We were not the Crystal Blaze established for this very reason. True, we are presented with a multitude of problems, however, we have all the resources we need to address them in turn.
Look how tiny he is next to you. He comes up to your elbow.
Aura in particular is ever a steadying hand, who I trust will continue to support the Braves.
Yes.
Stoic nod. What to be the pleasure? Have there been further developments regarding the situation in Ul'Dah? As expected, the Immortal Flames have been struggling to cope with the revelation that one of the highest-ranking officers was a Godian agent.
Yeah.
Suffice it to say, Tleji Adleti and his motorist ilk have wasted no time attempting to turn the situation to their advantage. Coupled with ongoing unrest, the Flames are finding themselves hard-pressed. Plainly, General Raban needs our help, and I will direct the Crystal Blaze to offer what support we can. If I had to stay abreast of the latest developments and issue effective orders, however, I cannot afford to waste time traveling back and forth. And so, for the foreseeable future, I think it will be best if I were to remain in Ul'Dah, unless you have an objection.
Fair enough.
None whatsoever. We have matters well in hand. Monobara's research is proceeding as planned.
Even he does the sort now that's contagious.
Yeah. So she tells me, though I'm not familiar with the details. Unigator is poring over his tomes at the Waking Sands, and the others are contributing in their own ways. Alas, the key problem, how to form an ethereal blade at will, remains unsolved. Nevertheless, it is only a matter of time. Well, while I focus on the task, perhaps you could assist Alphanod and his Braves with theirs. Certainly!
Sure!
You must restore faith in the Immortal Flames that the Warrior of Light was seen working on their behalf.
Look at your shield.
Yes, Titan's left butt cheek. According to my brother. Or at least it's a glamour of it.
Perfect.
Yep. Never forget that your esteemed status will allow you to act in ways than those more tightly bound to organizations and nations cannot. As ever, I implore you to do so. Got it. Abuse my power.
It's story done.
Not that your response was ever in doubt, but I humbly thank you once more for aiding our cause. Glad to be of help. Now then, there are preparations I must attend to before my departure, such as receiving Royal's latest reports. He has proven... What?
Sorry. No, my nose is clearing a bit.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought I said the name wrong again.
No, I mean, you did as well as anything else, really.
Yeah. He has proven to be quite skilled at gathering information others wish kept secret, hence why I placed him under my direct command and ordered him to investigate the Ul'Dah riots. When you are finished here, join me outside. Depending on what he has to say, I may soon have a favor to ask. Well, given what the Sultana is supposing to do.
Yeah, right?
If there are any developments on our front, I shall inform you at once in the usual fashion.
Bye-bye. He looks like he's wearing, like, platform sandals or something. I'm sorry. It was kind of funny to watch you. I mean, you did all right, but you definitely did have to pause and think about the names. But then you can say Aethereal Splay with like no trouble whatsoever.
Ethereal, yeah.
Ethereal, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what's the problem?
Hi, buddy. I like his hair.
Yep. No problematic music will get. Pleasure always are. You'll be escorting the commander to Ul'Dah, I take it. Actually, another task in mind for him. If you'll be so kind to repeat your report for his behalf. Right then. Bad music. Me and mine have been making inquiries into the source of the weapons that found their way into refugees' hands a ways back after the riot. So it happens we caught wind of something promising, a rather large purchase of sharp and pointy things by a black marketeer holed up near High Bridge.
Oh boy.
Doubt that's the man who would have secured such a quantity of weapons if he did not already have a client waiting. Clients that, for whatever reason, would prefer the transaction to remain secret.
Oh boy.
Brings to mind that merchant what caught an arrow while talking to Aura, don't it? Generous fellow he was, doling out swords and spears to the downtrodden and disgruntled. Which isn't to say that the clients have the same mission in mind, but if you want to be sure, it might be prudent to intervene before they collect their goods. Savvy?
Thinking.
This guy must be from Limsa. His accent. Seizing the weapons before they fall into the wrong hands would be for the best. However, if we strike the appointed hour, we might capture the black marketeer as well as his clients. What do you say, Aura? Leave it to me and my sword. That will definitely break the tension.
Oh yeah.
Because it makes noises in cutscenes.
It does?
Yes, I don't know if you saw that bit, but when we were going to fight Leviathan, I put my sword away and you just hear and it's like after a dramatic battle with Thancred and the other lady fighting.
Yeah.
Then it's out. Rendezvous with Captain Ilbert at High Bridge and intervene when the exchange takes place. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I must leave for Ul'Dah. I expect good tidings.
Also, story now.
You know, I actually wonder if Omega might actually be the boss at the end of 2.5 potentially. Yeah, like as a way to kind of wrap it up before we head into Heaven's Ward.
Okay.
Because from what they were talking about with like the one dragon skeleton and stuff, I would imagine that Heaven's Ward's like final boss would probably be some sort of dragon or something, or maybe like someone like maybe one of the Ishgardians. Considering that it's like a whole religious holy war, so that very well could be, you know, something that's continuing to be pushed by people that, you know, for reasons that aren't exactly good or clear.
Hi, buddy. Let me just miss my puppy.
Or White's got to be keeping a close eye on the Black Marketeer, and it would seem that his guests have arrived. It would also seem that they hired more than a few men to stand guard, comment that with no consequence, but they nevertheless pose a threat. Okay. Even so, I feel compelled to apologize. It's far beneath the man of your standing, a commander over needing to dispatch you hither. But powerful men ever have need of loyal, able-bodied friends. Having found one in you, it's only natural that he would come to rely upon you without hesitation.
Hey, you know what? If it's below your station, then that means that there should be a cakewalk.
Yeah. Now then, we should make for the burning wall without delay and secure those weapons. First unit will ensure the clients do not escape. With me, Aura. Runs away ahead of me.
I actually wonder where the phrase cakewalk came from, and whether or not it would properly apply in this society.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm thinking about
the only thing I can think about the only other thing that seems mildly cake related is let them eat cake from France before, well,
I mean, I think that's kind of like an urban legend type thing. No, I don't think she actually properly said that.
Who knows?
Marina Antoinette. But there's also the phrase of like something being a piece of cake. But I also, again, am not 100% sure how that became a simile or a metaphor for something.
Me neither. I spy the one man, but there are sure to be others. I have a plan. While you approach the secretary and create a distraction, my men and I will slip past and catch the black marketeer unawares.
Sentry, not a
Sentry.
secretary. You're not going to distract them with paper clips.
I think I combined secretary and sentry to get something that was like halfway between both. Once you dispose of the thugs, wait for us outside the tunnel entrance. Any questions? And let's be off. Good luck, my friend.
But what if you did have a question? You're running away before I can ask it. Come back. Bye.
I have to go down and talk to him. He's not just going to attack me.
Hey man, you like my flying shark?
Yeah. Because an adventure, damn fool. You should have never come here.
Well, that was great.
That was basically a Skyrim thing. You never should have come here. me, Fusro does them off cliff.
I do like that. Hey, you're going to start that view. Okay, right, flying shark into their face, dead high, and then start stabbing. That's literally what just happened.
Normal.
Yeah.
Reminds me of fighting the Black Musketeer on bodyguards back for the Rogues Guild. Worthless, all of you! I'll end this here. Buddy, I am 10 levels ahead of you. Blur.
You are not quite a piece of cake, but maybe a stone. The guy said some people also like stones. You may be gay old bread.
Yep. The quest is called Bait and Switch, so I have a bad feeling about that.
Yeah. Hello? Uh-oh. Oh dear.
Stan, what's this all about?
Uh-oh.
No.
Oh god. Friend? You okay? Well, it wasn't sure who. Okay, hey, hi.
Oh,
Oh my God.
they're dead.
Hey, what happened? Hi.
As you can see, this is a fine mess. When I tried to restrain him, he drew a hidden blade and lashed out. Before I could disarm him, one of my subordinates panicked, and this is the result.
Oh my god.
Forced me to unmask this bastard and to bring an inexperienced recruit. Commander will be most disappointed. Golden opportunity wasted. Did we at least get the weapons? For the clients, though we know not how, they slipped past our perimeter. Present, the first is currently tracking a party of Duskright self-swords we suspect may be them. Would it be that they enlisted the aid of the Immortal Flames or the Brass Blades? Alas, we are to aid them, no position for them to aid us. Well, at the very least, we've secured the weapons.
Okay.
Yet even that accomplishment is lacking, for the information we received indicating a massive shipment. This is anything but.
It is a big box, though. I mean, maybe it's massive.
Maybe I can help track them down.
Maybe the word that you got was actually coming from an ant, and this is what they think massive means.
Yeah. I will join the first in the hunt for the cell swords. If the gods are good, we can catch them before they escape into the Black Shroud. Meantime, I ask you to deliver the weapons to Ul'Dah in my stead. And trust them to the third to Greece. He can take care of the rest.
So, do you just like shove the whole thing in your pocket, or what? How are we doing this?
Pocket, assuming. Okay, let's see if I can fight this guy.
This monster comes wandering up to you and you're from here.
Well, I think it's one of the like high-ranking ones, like that giant claw monster. Only this one I think is only rank B instead of rank A or S, because I'm doing decent damage to it, unlike the claw monster.
Yeah, I think that's claw monster. But it's kind of funny that you having this epic battle full of, like shining effects and, your Fluttershy being Fluttershy, and, the lights are flashing everywhere, and you're swinging your sword around, and then there was Ilbert just staring at you 20 feet away.
As it typically goes.
I know. I'm not used to watching you do these fights with the NPCs so close by.
Yeah.
It's just completely nonchalant. Like, oh, yep, here comes Aura doing Aura things.
Yeah. Best laid scheme.
Do you remember in the episode 2 of Star Wars when Obi-Wan is trying to scold / like focus Anakin on like something that's important to the task at hand while they're flying the speeder, and Anakin just like looks down and says, "Excuse me a moment," and leaps himself over the speeder.
And he's like, I hate it when he does that.
Yeah, that's kind of what you just happened.
Now then.
Oh. Well,
Kaboom! Bird blur!
Okay, so now you just wait. So now you're just waiting to see what happens.
I'm waiting to see if anyone notices, and yes, someone reminds me.
Thanks, friend.
Thanks.
Oh god, that's great. Do we know who it was?
Just a random hero that was over there.
Oh, that's great.
The fact that it took so little time, it makes me think that this is just kind of a normal occurrence, that blue mages will just go up and randomly blow themselves up near people, and then someone's like, I got him.
I got him. And also too, as you go outside there is the what is it? Is this the Easter egg? Is everything still decorated for Easter?
Yes.
Okay, because I saw somebody standing and there were a bunch of like colorful eggs in front of them. I'm just like, are you giving like a school lesson to a bunch of jelly beans?
No. It's just Easter.
Oh, it's cute though.
It is.
Also, I would like to see what school looked like for a bunch of jelly beans. That sounds like a cartoon that's like on brand with like the Teletubbies, potentially made on drugs.
That's implying that the Teletubbies show isn't already on drugs.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's something like it. Because the Teletubbies is like one of the most nonsensical children's cartoons I have ever seen in my entire life.
That's fair. Ah, the Warrior of Light, ever reliable friend of the Crystal Braves. You have my deepest thanks for your assistance, Crothis. Now what brings you here this day? Weapons.
I have a box.
Is it going to be empty? The weapons from a certain black marketeer, courtesy of Captain Ilbert, you say? Understood. Once you've catalogued the contents, I'll have them delivered to the Hall of Flames.
I feel like you should have.
This can't be everything, can it?
No, it's not everything. It's everything that we have.
Or else state of the contents would be a far greater quantity of weapons.
Alright, there's something in here there at least.
Yeah. But in falsehood, Query Roll was unfamiliar with the ways of Ul'Dah merchants, whoever strive to present themselves as greater than they are. Let's hope that's the case. Should be thankful this information was not completely errorless, and we managed to achieve anything of worth at all.
It's not going to be that simple.
It's still something worth celebrating, isn't it, Lieutenant? Besides, we've got more important things to worry about, like fighting those Galorian up north. There'll be no fighting if I have anything to say about it. Our orders are to stand watch, not to seek glory in battle.
Yeah.
No further need of us, and I shall take my unit to Serenitrum Processing Plant. Time for the fourth to earn their keep, eh? Fight well, Ali, for the freedom of all.
Bye-bye.
So, as always, my friend, rest assured that the mortal flames will hear your contribution until we meet again.
I cannot look at that the same way after watching you play Hellbenders.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for like a door to open or something.
A word, if you please.
Hey.
If it please you. Not here. Look for me at Sapphire Avenue Exchange. No need for whistling this time. Don't you worry.
Okay. Bye-bye.
I think there was like a way to like signal him earlier, earlier.
Probably.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling that we're gonna have to try and catch the rest of the people.
At least there was something in the crate. Can you imagine how embarrassing it would be if you showed up and there was just like a bunch of coconuts or something?
That'd be funny.
It'd be like, bro, why did you not check before you brought it?
Yeah. Thanks for indulging my request. Few places better than a market for privacy, I find. All the hustle and bustle of commerce means most conversations go unnoticed.
He's got a fair point.
Get to the point. At the Burning Wall, when you and the captain interrupted the exchange, what happened? Tell me everything. Leave out no detail.
Eloquently said.
It's not quite how the first told it. Huh? These dust quakes they were chasing. Last word is that we lost the trail. But you never saw him yourself. Not before fighting started, and not after. Something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can feel it in my bones. Not daft enough to be misled by some merchant's drunken boast. Our information was reliable, goddammit. I know he purchased those weapons.
Okay.
Do we have a trader in the Crystal Braves?
We may.
As if I've never deciphered a money launderer's book or to follow a transaction back to its source. There's plenty of that back when the Braves were getting started, believe me. The commander wanted assurances that we were taking Gil from the wrong... that we weren't taking Gil from the wrong sort of benefactors.
Understandable.
Of course, these days the money flows like water, and the first and third get the shiniest new toys. Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Give me, friend. I have a lot on my mind these days, and I appreciate you lending an ear. Right then, let's get back to it.
Alright.
I think someone's being bribed. Or can you hear me? This is Tataru.
Hi, Tataru.
President urgently requested in the Rising Stones. Please come to me as soon as you are able.
Oh God, I hope she didn't really are okay. I feel like the last time we got a urgency about about like your friends in my area, they were being attacked.
Oh no, we didn't find out that they were being attacked until we went back. It was just sort of like, we'll see you when you get back kind of thing.
Okay, alright. Friends, are you good? Alright, she's
Okay, no one's dead.
Always a good sign when no one says hi.
Going so quickly. We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. A most determined lady by all indications.
Okay.
Wait.
Best friend team.
Rising Chorus. That's the dragon.
Oh God.
Guess is the antecedent at the solar at present. Let's not keep her waiting any longer. Determined lady. That would either be the right hand of the one Ishgard general guy, or the person who became Shiva temporarily.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. No, it's not the Shiva person. Yeah, it's Lucia.
Lucia, okay.
Okay, so it's the guard person.
Hello.
We have a guest from Ishgard who wishes to speak with you. I believe the two of you have met.
Hello.
We have. I had hoped to speak with Commander Leveilleur as well, but I cannot afford to wait any longer.
Uh-oh, the dragon coming back?
Hither to request your aid in a matter of grave import.
Probably.
You see now why I had Tataru summon you.
Now that we're all assembled, perhaps you would be good enough to elaborate on the nature of the matter which brought you to us.
Alright.
The Observatorium's astrologians have sounded the alarm.
Uh-oh.
Last night, the Dragonstar burned
Yep.
with an intensity not seen in 15 summers.
Yikes.
Not since the Dravanians engaged the Empire in the Battle of Silvertear Skies.
Oh, that's right. A bunch of the dragons and potentially Bahamut fought a bunch of the Garleans at some point, I think. I think it was part of a cutscene.
Wow.
The northern sky doth burn full bright upon the Wormlord's call. The red behemoth beckoneth, and flame consumeth all.
Oh, that's not ominous or anything.
The old Curthan Rhyme.
Ominous thing.
Yeah, I did say that, didn't I?
Old Korean rhyme.
Ominous. I didn't even know
The
that on
brightening of
purpose.
the Dragonstar is said to accompany the roar of a great worm. The astrologians believe that it was Midgard Soma himself who cried out on this occasion.
Isn't he
After an
dead?
absence of centuries, the King of Kings did return to lead his kind against the might of Garlemald,
Oh.
only to fall in his duel with the Agrius, proud flagship of the Garlean fleet.
I remember that now.
Devoid of life, his corpse remaineth entwined about the Magitech monstrosity even unto this day.
Oh.
Ariange has the right of it. Whatever this alteration in the Dragonstar portends, the Great Worm has shown no sign of life.
I guess that's a good thing.
Tataru, have the Domans reported aught out of the ordinary?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if Midgard Zorma had roared, wouldn't we have heard it here in Revenant's Toll?
Roar is but a figure of speech. Dravanians can communicate in ways beyond our ken.
Plus, he could be congested.
It is for this very reason that we are forced to look for signs in the heavens. We cannot say with any confidence that a great worm roared at all, much less that it was Midgard Sorma. Only by directly examining the Keeper of the Lake can we be certain. However, it will take too long to gain the Holy See's approval to dispatch the Temple Knights. Therefore, Sir Emric would entrust this task to you. Do you accept?
Okay.
Stoic nod.
Stoic nod.
I can go look at a dragon
you would
skeleton.
Not disappoint us. Now, if you would excuse me, I must return and assist the Lord Commander. We have precious little time to prepare.
Well, if you go and examine the skeleton,
prepare for what, pray tell?
Legend of Zelda style.
When a great worm roars, his brethren cannot choose but answer. We prepare for battle.
Fair enough. I guess it's probably better that you prepare and potentially end up being wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, especially if the other dragons are basically, like, forcibly called to it. Kind of like the Dragon Scepter in MLP. No, there's actually a thing. There's, like, a scepter that lets the Dragon Lord control the other dragons, or at least, like, order them.
I believe that. I'm just thinking, oh crap.
Yeah. Forgive me if I state all what you already know, but I would ensure that you understand the nature of your destination. So I stated what we now call the Keeper of the Lake is the wreckage of Argrius, former flagship of the Imperial fleet, and the corpse of the worm responsible for its destruction. 15 years ago, in his next step in his campaign to subjugate Izoria, Garrus von Belzar attempted to seize control of Mordoa. So massive was his force that all thought his victory was a foregone conclusion. But an unlikely ally came to Azoria's aid that day. Mishgarmliner, legendary guardian of the Silver Tear Falls, burst forth from beneath the waters of the lake and led a host of dragons against Ugolian airships overhead. In what would later become known as the Battle of Silver Tear Skies, the Great Worm felled countless airships before engaging Argrius. In this ensuing struggle, the flagship Centurion engines failed, and it tumbled into the lake below. His victory came with a great cause, for the explosion which followed claimed the life of the Great Worm as well. That same explosion transformed Silvertear Falls into the desolate wasteland it is today, draining the lake of its water and crystallizing aether from miles around. Oh, that explains why the entire area is just like solid crystal all over the place.
That's crazy.
Yeah. A remnant of the lake remains, and at its center, a constant reminder of the fabled day long ago. In accordance with Sir Amric's wishes, our domain allies have been standing watch over the Keeper of the Lake. It would be wise to speak with them before investigating the wreckage yourself. Be careful, my friend. We know not what danger awaits you. Now then, let's not neglect our own tasks. There's much to be done, and precious little time to do it. And I think that the person who turned into Shiva, it's implied that she also has the Echo, and that she may have directly interacted with the skeleton of the dead dragon, which may have been the reason why she decided to turn against like Ishgard and what they were doing, because she was an Ishgardian. And her last words before fleeing were to see with eyes unclouded, or something along those lines. So it could be that whatever she saw is directly related to the dragon skeleton, and where he might be about to be getting some more detail. Also, the sky is now purple.
Of course it is.
Oh look, there's the Crystal Tower.
Aww. Hey Gratia, how you doing in there, buddy?
He's sleepy. Oh, it's either going to be a dungeon or it's going to be a battle, I think.
Oh.
Or at some point it's going to be a dungeon at least.
Hi, Blavishai.
You want to look, sir? I was about to send word to Revenant's Toll about the villians. Of late, I've seen small airships, likely from Castrum Sentry, come and go from the Keeper of the Lake. Though I can't say for certain at this distance, I believe they may be salvaging something from within the wreckage.
Uh-oh.
The Castrum supply lines have been cut for some time, and I'd wager they're desperate and needed spare parts or other equipment. So it's true then, the Ishgards honestly fear that the worm might rise again? Well, from here, it seems rather unlikely, but if it's assurances they want, you'll have no choice but to inspect the corpse in its entirety. Oh, I just realized, that corpse is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easier said than done, given the creatures which inhabit the wreckage, and the aforementioned Gallians won't take kindly to your presence. That's okay, I've dealt with them before, at least.
Don't worry,
They're sure to open fire upon an airship, so I advise a more stealthy approach. Take this boat and a few of your comrades to the base of Argus and then climb to the top. That's the only viable approach, I'd say. Fair enough, we don't want to get shot down. The Keeper of the Lake is now accessible.
Woohoo! Alright. Dungeon time. Or battle time.
Oh, I can enter with a party of NPCs. That's nice.
Okay.
I usually like to do dungeons with a party of NPCs first if I can, just because that way it lets me explore it at a more...
On your own pace.
Yeah, at my own pace. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Are we sure? Honestly, it looks very lifelike for being a corpse. Oh wow, this isn't like a dragon. This is like a long snake-like dragon.
Yeah.
It's weird because most of the other dragons we've seen have been like full-on normal dragons. So
they use the word worm.
Yeah.
Is often used synonymously with dragons, but they are meant to describe beasts that have at least some differences.
Yeah.
At least traditionally used in dragons and worms and other creatures of the light have been used countless times, and there's more variations to, dragons. There's about as many variations to dragons in media and stories as there are variations to vampires.
That's fair.
Not to mention everything about the folklore and all that stuff. So, what I do think is interesting, you were mentioning that he actually seemed quite lifelike, despite the fact that he's supposed to be for a while. But almost always, dragons are depicted as creatures that are incredibly long-lived, if not immortal. That is the case. Perhaps, it can take a path that could factor into its skin as well. Perhaps, even though it's been dead and left exposed to the elements for a while, because it is such a being that has such longevity, perhaps that enables
Yeah.
But if not that, perhaps also crystallized ether all over the place, perhaps provide some...
Hey, Rose.
Hi, Rose. How you doing?
Okay, that does make some sense. If it's Norse, is that like the world's the world snake?
Maybe.
Because I do remember that I do remember that from God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, there it is, the world snake. I remember that. That was in God of War, the two most recent God of War games. It was a giant snake that wrapped around the world and was sent back in time during his battle with Thor during Ragnarok.
My language is Garthmore. I am so sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly, Rose. I probably should not have even tried to do it because I wasn't congested.
I still say your congestion doesn't sound that bad, but...
I will say, today it feels a bit more rooted, and yesterday, I swear, congested squirrel.
Congested squirrel.
Congested squirrel and or talking down the end of a paper towel, too. I honestly amused myself mostly.
As compared to when you don't normally amuse yourself?
I mean, look, I usually amuse myself pretty well. It's what I can, pass my own time easily enough and laugh at myself a lot. But yeah, no, this is something that happens to me mostly. Good fortunately, I don't get sick very often. But yeah. Rose, you don't have to answer this. You don't have to be asking, what is your, if I'm reading your comment correctly, it sounds like English may not be your first language. What is? If you don't really know.
What? Where'd this thing get a Gatling gun?
Okay.
Also cool, but also, where'd this thing get a Gatling gun?
I don't know. Maybe from the people who used
Ow.
I don't know. Maybe they took over some other technology that was used by the Empire.
Yeah, the Groians.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Why this boy decided to pick up the thing and play with it is a different story. But maybe he was bored and not able to entertain himself as easily as I can entertain myself.
Maybe.
I'm just saying. Also, that's very cool, Rose.
Oh, gotta get far away from that one, if I remember correctly. Yes.
So are you actually, I mean, again, you don't have to answer this if you're not comfortable sharing it, because I understand internet shaky and everything, but are you actually joining us from Iceland? Because that's really awesome. I mean, obviously, it's awesome that you joined us anyway, so it'd be cool to see. I think it's still the same room, but oh, cool!
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, we got more of these things. Avoid the bombs. There we go. Finally did. Oh, we have to deactivate the barriers of the villians.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, friends. Oh.
Did you not realize the robot was moving?
Well, I mean, by the time... No, not until he actually started stepping forward with angry thumps. You literally are running between this robot's legs. Like, I don't even think you have to duck. That's how big this robot crushes. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I thought it had already picked it up. Alright, that's one barrier down. Oh, and the stupid alarm's going off. That's what that weird noise is. Hello!
Can you just imagine what it must be like to be one of those robot guys? You know, you're up here in this, like, you know, entire crystalline area, like, going through this 3D tower that is basically wrapped with this ancient, like, worm creature. And you're out there for supplies and stuff, and then all of a sudden, here comes in
The Warrior of Light.
the Warrior of Light in his fancy jumpsuit outfit, wielding a sword that looks like Titan's left butt cheek, and starts flashing at your robot.
Shield.
Oh, what did I say?
Sword.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure there is a Titan sword. I just, you know, haven't fought Titan 20 times to try and get it in the random drops.
I wonder what that one is made out of. Maybe his right toenail? That's okay. Don't you have your Google sword right now?
Yes.
Your Google sword that squeaks when you put it away, and the shield's made out of Titan's left butt cheek, and he just comes in and he starts completely messing you and your robot's up. And I'm like, well, crap. My day just got infinitely worse. I hate this.
Yep.
Well, do you think that they ever have a moment where they're just kind of looking at, like, when they're able to take in you and take in everything that you look like, and you're like, what the actual hell? How did this happen?
You can get a weapon from Titan on Extreme more than the mounts.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize that the Extreme would also give me a mount. Good to know for future reference.
Yeah.
And let's take out Mr. Robot. Kick you in the butt.
That looks like you shoved your sword way up his behind.
Good thing he's a robot.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, sorry, Rose. I kind of forgot that sometimes the extremes can drop mounts, and unfortunately, I'm not at the point where I can do the extremes on my own.
Yeah, I just thought of something really cursed. Really cursed. Are you ready?
No,
Okay.
but okay.
Alright, so you know how in the worst crewmate ever in Planet Crafter they just randomly start talking about coffee and I'm like, if you are shoving your sword up the robot's behind, does that count as a Moogle? And I'm like, I told you I was cursed. I can't know. I think I can blame me. I don't know what I can blame for that one.
The internet. Blame the internet as a whole, because we do not need... Coffee enema was cursed, we do not need Moogle enema.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, look, a gunship.
Oh, great. Do we get to jump into that and shoot things? Because I really
I wish.
Oh.
I wish, although it just reminds me of the first boss from the, what is the game? I'm trying to remember. Armored Core, I think.
Okay.
It's one of the FromSoft games, and the first boss that a lot of people struggled with is a massive gunship.
I still like this.
Oh, God.
One of your commentators just said, I'm beginning to grow tired of being struck from the sky.
Yeah, well, with creatures like this, I can see why. Distractions! Oh god, things are on fire.
Woo!
No, attack this guy. The guy just wasn't attacking.
Come on, man. Come on.
Oh, he's doing carpet bomb. Careful, next up is the floor bomb. Followed by the sink bombs.
Yeah. Carpet bomb, one step above or launch bomb.
Oh, what I think he's about to do is flaming attack again. Yep.
Not to be confused with the launch bomb.
Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it a second time.
Woo!
All right, that thing's down, and now we just have to defeat question mark, question mark, question mark.
Okay, perfect. Just look at that, just how it shows up in your thing. Super sign.
Magitech gunship launches an assault. Oh, we're on the monster.
There's time for grumbling. Okay. Yeah, you are.
Our poor healer is constantly being targeted.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think that I'm able to target the gunship at the moment.
There. What? This is even bigger than the dragons in Tears of Kingdom.
Yeah, I could tell that when we were approaching. It's like, oh my god, if it's this big and it's like wrapped around the ship multiple times.
Yeah.
And given how big the ship looked even from a distance. Oh, it's gonna attack that. Thank you!
Ugh. This dragon must have been ancient. Assuming, creature, whatever. I mean, if they were drawing off of, like, if it was I don't know much about it.
The name, it's in the name itself. It's meant to be big enough to go around the whole world, I think.
Which goes back. Traditionally, I think, and at least this is true for a handful of dragons who live. I mean, this is at least true for a handful of stories that I've read that have featured dragons. The bigger a dragon is, the older.
Yes. Works that way in MLP too.
Yeah. That way, Game of Thrones, that way in Oregon. there's a dragon in Harry. I think actually somewhat that way in Harry Potter too. Dragons don't actually secure permanently to their shipwrecks, but the dragon Norbert was very baby when she was born. She was like in the second
I think I remember that.
Yeah. Oh, bless him. Look, he knows his money.
Did they ever confirm what happened to the dragon, or?
She was taken to Romania with one of Ron's brothers, and as far as we know, she's been back.
Yeah. Mapping the round, keeper of the lake.
I don't think she was. I don't think anything really. I don't think of anything of note was ever confirmed to have happened to her, even during the war.
Who treadeth now upon my bones and waketh
It's alive!
me
It is
from
alive!
slumber sweet?
Oh, he's sleeping.
How are we the ones that woke up? Whoa! Hey! This place is crawling with people and robots. Is that how we're about?
Oh, his soul.
Hey!
Thou hast forgotten the face of thy Lord. Remember, mortal, and fear me.
Holy. He summoned a ghost form of himself that's smaller.
It's like Phantom Ganon, really.
Yeah. Actually, no, it's not even that much smaller than that, but...
Yeah. The thing is that the head is not as big as you would expect. The body is just so long.
I'm surprised it's actually not its own fight. Or, like, you know, not its own, like... You know, like the fight is its own dungeon. Jeez.
You know, kind of like Gilgamesh and
Yeah.
Gilgamesh. I see what you mean.
Phantom Camp.
I mean, it was that way. Whoa. It was kind of that way for what's it called? The Crystal Tower, wasn't it? Where the actual fight against like their main antagonist was in this dungeon rather than its own.
Disgust. It literally had an ability called Disgust.
Uh-huh.
Yeats. I think that when it does a certain attack, yeah, the spirits will also do an attack. How bold thy defiance.
It makes me think of when you fight Muhammad and Final Fantasy holds out the spear
Uh-oh.
and starts breaking.
Yep. I think we gotta take these guys out, otherwise we're gonna die.
Oh god! Oh god!
Yep. Oh god, what is this?
It's like lava. It's like we're in the room.
That's one down. Another one. I knew it. So that's our gifted.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what we can hold.
Yep. Ah, everyone hug me? Oh god, there's like 3 circles here at once.
Whoa!
Oh, it's multiple attacks at once. Because it was the attack where if we got close enough to each other, then we could avoid the damage.
Oh.
Oh. I could see why this guy was able to take down the airship. And it also speaks to the strength of the airship itself, that the battle technically ended in a draw.
And that's interesting because airships, from what I've seen, seem to be like fairly new technology around this.
Yes, so the Garleans have better ones than Missoria has.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Eat butt cheek. Condescension.
You're getting there. You're getting it. Okay, you got him. You got him.
Da da da.
Oh. Alright, well, what the actual hell happens now?
I don't know.
Hey, man. Well, you got tombstones. Congratulations.
I got some trousers. Thanks for letting me steal your pants, my friend.
Can you just imagine going back to like Regalia and being like, hey, I kind of fought the soul of the dragon and I came back with a bunch of rocks and some pants. I don't know how everything is going. But...
Alright, now what happens?
By her gifts hast thou earned a moment's reprieve.
Her gifts. Heidelin, probably.
Yeah.
Speak, mortal, and I shall listen.
Well, aren't you important? Okay, here we go.
Guided by a star.
Oh boy.
My people have heard the song. Ishgard shall burn.
Oh.
Oh,
At least I now know why Heaven's Ward's gonna happen.
Sons must answer for their father's misdeeds.
Why? But the Suns didn't have anything to do with it.
To be fair, they did, as the Ishgards were making their way north to set up where their city is, they were attacked by a dragon. One of them with a spear managed to steal its eye.
Oh.
And that is actually how I became an Azora Dragoon.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
and they still have the eye as like a sacred treasure or something of that one dragon. So I don't know if that's what they're referring to or something else, but
We do not forget. We do not forgive.
you look very strange for an elephant.
Oh my god.
7 children did I sire. One now singeth of retribution.
So it wasn't him, but another one of his children that did.
I arise to join in the chorus.
So does this mean that the fathers must answer for the sins of their children? Is that what you're saying here?
I don't know.
Powerless
No.
to silence us, mortal. Yet thou shalt not live to labor in vain. Thy reprieve is at an end.
Oh dear, it's time for you to get murdered, I guess.
We'll see. What on earth? I don't.
Trickery is thy shield. This frail, ignoble creature is not gifted, but chosen.
So Heidelin still protects me. Wait, does that mean that he... Oh,
What?
dragons apparently can be corrupting. Like, their influence can kind of, like, infatuate people and corrupt them. Sort of like the primals, but it's implied to be different in some way, I think.
Okay.
But I'm guessing that this actually confirms that it is sort of like a primal. They can basically corrupt people because they're so powerful.
Oh boy.
Turning them into, like, the Taken people. Oh, jeez.
And if he has 7 children.
To me, Hydaelyn, I remember, and I consent.
What?
What?
Is he gonna let me see an echo?
Fear not, mortal. I shall not harm thee.
Okay, well, assuming everything goes okay,
Yeah.
you're not dead yet.
Is he going to show me something? Oh, what's he doing now?
You gonna get possessed by a dragon?
No.
Whoa! Whoa! Hey!
What on earth is that?
I don't know, but it seems like it could be harmful.
I think it's gonna show me the future, or it's gonna trigger the echo.
Hey!
Oh, I'm back in
Space.
with my crystals.
Yeah.
Wait, is it going to show me how to form a blade of light on my own?
Oh, that'd be awesome. I can get rid of frickin' La Habrea.
What?
That doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't.
It looks like they're...
It looks also kind of like they're being corrupted by shadow in a sense. Well, what does this mean? But it seems to be triggering something.
I feel like your platform's gonna break out from underneath and you're gonna fall. There you go, have the echo. Hey!
I don't have the echo anymore.
Rude? I mean, that feels rude.
Wait, does that mean I'm vulnerable to primals now?
Uh-oh.
Mayhap thou thinkest me an oath breaker.
Maybe a little.
Thou art mistaken. If thou comest to harm, it shall be by another's hand, not mine.
Oh.
And I can't hear Heidelind's voice
You're
anymore.
a little rat bastard.
I did but strip thee of thy mistress's feeble blessing. Thou didst profit much by her grace, but no more.
This actually feels worse than
It does. She hadn't talked to us for a long time, though, so...
Hey.
Huh?
Hi.
Now what?
Hi.
The covenant binds me to thee.
So is now he your guardian deity?
I don't know.
I shall watch, listen, and wait.
Oh, God.
Fight and struggle, if it be thy will.
The fact that this is happening outside of an expansion.
Uh-huh.
Now the question is, will I eventually get my echo back at some point?
I hope so.
Man hath ever coveted that which lieth beyond his grasp.
Okay, yeah, maybe we kind of sucked a little bit in that regard, but seriously, dude?
I drink of her body, and thence doth mine own find new life.
So if you're drinking from Heidelind's bot, does that mean he's using Heidelind's power to revive himself?
Oh, God. If he's able to sever the bond between you and her,
Loyal and penitent shall
seems like he's strong
rejoice.
enough not to need her.
Yeah. And it seems like once he's like back to full strength and revived, those who worship him will be spared, and those who don't, very much primal. So
The
that's
dragon
unfortunate.
song heraldeth our beginning and an end.
Oh, Jesus.
I was not expecting to lose the echo.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, other than that, it doesn't seem like anything like physically hurt me. Like I'm still very strong. I'm just. It seems like, you know, summon Mystical by selecting the corresponding end.
You can summon him as a minion?
You know what? I feel like I kind of have
Are
to.
you kidding me?
Father of the Dragons, Keeper of the Lake, Band of Legion. It's difficult to believe the Yom Long Pup could be any of these things. He assures you his current form is only temporary. Oh, he awaits the reconstruction of a new corporeal vessel.
Okay.
Oh my god, this isn't even a little thing. This is like literally him just
As baby.
as baby.
As baby.
I am so confused.
Look at you, you dumbass baby.
Were those explosions I saw?
Oh, yeah.
Which sounded like me. Alpha left a message stating you return to the Rising Stones at once.
So did Alpha just, like, come out here, ask the guy where you were, looked up at the...
He may have sent the message.
Looked up... I'm just picturing little up and up looking at like being like, well, Aura's got this in hand. Here, tell him to come back to the Waking Sands when he comes back.
And to think, like 2 patches ago, I basically fought Ramau to basically prove that I could be the Defender of Hope.
Yeah.
And now I apparently can't use the Echo anymore. I mean, I still have my accomplishments, and I'm still plenty strong, at least as far as I can tell. It doesn't look like the story has made me lose dramatically for story reasons yet, but... Oh my god.
Yeah, you know how they go.
Oh, bot.
Bad bot.
I don't even think it was published, because it must have popped up and I just didn't see it.
It wasn't on the stream, if I'm...
On the screen, then it probably wasn't published, but I'm still banning the person anyway.
That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, they're restricted because it's likely ban evader.
Mm-hmm. Why is it this is just what people do with their time? Like,
yeah.
Seriously? Hi, Appanod.
Praise the 12, you are hale and whole. Came soon and fully informed me of Sarah Elmrich's request. To complete an investigation to keep waiting. Take it. Let's hear your report. This is going to be interesting.
I wonder how you even begin here.
You conversed with Margasworn. Swear, if anyone else to make such a claim, I regard them with considerable skepticism.
Too bad your minions don't show up in the cutscene. You could show me, look, this is my baby.
We the Warlord Lord did not perish and has in sooth lain dormant these past 15 years.
Apparently.
Less a resurrection and more rejuvenation for he who dwells in eternity, years passing as moments.
Fair.
Though his words were ambiguous at times, one statement left little room for interpretation. My people have heard the song, Ishgard shall burn. Clearly, an attack is imminent. We must share this information with Sarah Elmrich immediately. However, we dare not divulge our conversation with Megamorm in its entirety. To even acknowledge that you heard the voice of the Dragavan is a grave but necessary risk, lest we forget men have been executed as heretics for declaring as much.
Well...
For your own protection, for the sake of our tenuous relationships with Ishgard, the truth cannot leave this room.
Oh, the truth is going to come out eventually, isn't it?
Most likely.
Yeah.
Did I tell them that the fact that I apparently can't use the Echo anymore? As for how we shall present our revelation to him, you may leave that to me. Pray remain here for now.
Most likely, yes. I don't see any reason why you would hide it. Maybe Minfilia is going to talk to you about it now.
Mm-hmm. There's something you're not telling us, Aura.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe you didn't say
Seemed
it.
different somehow. It's almost as if you're missing something important.
Oh, I guess you didn't share it. Yeah, you are now, I guess.
12. Forfend. Maxim stripped you of your blessing of light? Are you alright? How do you feel? Apparently, I don't actually feel that different.
It's dark enough.
See, there's a relief to hear you're otherwise unharmed.
He's at least telling her that she's okay.
Yeah, beggars believe that one can possess the power to deprive you of her blessing.
Yeah, right?
Mishgar made mention of a covenant, did he not? One of the ancient myths regarding Silvertear Falls states that when the waters came into existence, so too did the Great Worm. Erakan and Nemea, brother Time and sister Fate, decreed that Mitamorm ever to watch over the source from which all water and magic was said to flow. Could that be why Hydaelyn is weaker because of what happened at the falls? Because apparently, the Shadow guys have been saying that she's been weakening, and we haven't heard anything from her since we Magic of Friendship Laha Brea.
Yeah.
She hasn't spoken to us at all. Yeah. I've had 1 or 2 echo flashes, but that's about it. Wonder, what if this was the covenant of which he spoke, and 'twas not the gods with whom he treated, but Hydaelyn himself? Well, if he is watching over you as he claims, mayhap you will have an opportunity to ask. Let's keep this matter to ourselves and not wish to burden our friends needlessly. Yeah, and so far, as much as I've used the Blessing of Light on occasion, it's mostly just helped me with Ultima.
Oh, hey buddy. Oh, you're mad.
Art thou a pawn or master of thy fate?
Oh my god.
What hast thou wrought by thine own hands, mortal? See how bad you are? See your face. You normally,
It takes a lot for your face to look like that.
Yeah, it is becoming more common now that we're past the initial game, but...
Yeah, you're definitely more expressive, but still, you don't normally show anger quite like that.
Yeah.
Hello?
My friend, I can scarce believe it. You confronted the Worm Lord and lived to tell the tale.
Yeah, it's a long story, though. Hi. Hi, Aphanod. How you doing?
I give thanks to Helone for your preservation. It is our sole cause for gladness. Your encounter with the Keeper of the Lake served to confirm our fears. A great worm has roared, and it makes little difference if it was one of the two in Eorzea or any other.
Oh, the one of the Eorzea must be Bahamut, who haven't been able to do the quest because haven't gotten enough people yet.
The
But still.
Dravanians are coming.
I am told that Ishgard has magical defenses against Dravanian attack, though I am not privy to their exact nature.
Oh boy.
Will they be enough to repel a massive force?
Ishgard has weathered countless assaults over centuries. This will be no different.
Still, though.
Now
yeah,
that
be
you have
careful.
confirmed the threat, none can ignore the Lord Commander's calls for the wards to be
At
strengthened.
least they do have some advanced warning.
Yeah, that's fair.
I dare
And they
not
know
presume
it's
to
up
speak
against.
for him, but I expect the Lord Commander would sing your praises.
Oh, I thank you.
I must away, but we shall meet again soon.
I wonder if, knowing this game, it might be it might not be until the end of Heaven's Ward that I get the Echo back.
Okay. I hope you do get it back.
It would make sense if I got it back for the final fight.
Yeah.
Countless assaults weathered, and this will be no different? Why am I not convinced?
Because nothing's ever that simple.
And it's the freaking Keeper of the Lake, buddy.
He was able to destroy my bond with Heidelin.
Yeah. My voice is cracking. Oh, good lordy.
Guards have war with the Dravanians for centuries, nay, nearly 1,000 years. And all the time, not once have their enemies breached their defenses and entered the city proper. Regardless of how strong these magic wards may be, I nevertheless fear that Ishgards are underestimating the gravity of the situation.
Yeah, right?
Though it was not Migamor, or Midgar Smore, who roared, and a call to arms by one of the first brood cannot be ignored. Until such time as they choose to request our aid, however, we can do naught but observe the situation at a distance and pray that our fears are unfounded. Yes.
Midgar S'more, huh? You think he likes marshmallows?
Yes. I'm gonna switch him back to Dragoon for a bit.
Okay,
I forget, I believe my Obrea has requested gathering of signs. I assume that there has been some progress concerning our efforts to combat the Ashians. Pray and inform her that our business with the Ishgardians is concluded for the moment. I shall be along once I've completed my communications with the Crystal Braves.
Alright.
This could be a problem. She was working on a way for me to summon a Sword of Light, but if I can't now...
Yeah, right.
Now, if you're talking of dragons, wonderful, because Ashians are next on the menu. Let's head into the solar, shall we?
Oh, look at Dankra just chatting with Gita.
Yep. Oh, I can't jump on the bar.
No, don't jump on the bar, sir. I know you're the warrior of light, but that doesn't mean you get to just be a menace to your people on their bar.
I'm a warrior of light who no longer has the blessing of light.
All the more reason why you don't get to jump on the bar and be a menace to society.
Way to kick me while I'm down.
No, it's a way to keep you from being too much of a pain in the ass. The two are different things.
Now that everything's calmed down a bit, relatively speaking, I mean,
Yeah, right?
I thought it might be a good time to share our progress on the weapon. I believe we're on the verge of a breakthrough.
Woo!
Well, don't keep us all in suspense.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see how this goes, because I have a bad feeling that it's gonna come out to everyone that, yeah, I don't have protection anymore.
Yeah, it's gonna be awkward.
Just in case anyone's forgotten, let's start by reviewing what we already know. So, an Ascian is an immortal because its soul doesn't return to the ethereal realm when its host is defeated. Instead, it flees to the place that lies between our world and the void.
Damn, she's been working on
Therefore,
her
the first step to
magic.
permanently defeating an Ascian is preventing its soul from making this journey. And if you recall, when we last gathered here, I had verified that white auracite has adequate capacity to entrap the beams, albeit only briefly.
Which left the small matter of their extermination.
Yeah.
Aye. To unmake an Ascian soul, one must needs smite it with a concentrated burst, or blade, of purest ether. However, we wanted for both the data and the means to forge such a weapon.
Short of experimenting on an actual Ascian, you see, there's no way to gauge how much ether its soul is made of. As such, we don't know what etheric density our blade needs to have in order for it to work.
So we'll just have to make the densest blade we can and hope for the best. Though that would require a lot of ether.
It would, yeah.
Maybe I can use the
Hang on a
dragon.
minute. Why didn't we think of this before? White auracite can hold an absolute heap of ether, can't it?
Didn't we? No, we
Please
did talk about
tell
that.
me
Yeah.
you're joking. God's sakes, Ida. I feel as though I'm reliving the same scene over and over with you. How many times
Lamp
do you need to
shading.
be told
Yeah.
that white auracite cannot store ether for long periods? Being intangible matter, ether is given to dispersion. Only in its crystallized form is it a stable source of energy. I will test you later on this, so see to it you do not forget.
And she's talking to her.
Right,
or us?
yes.
Alright,
It's
thanks.
all coming back to me.
Well, they give you a freaking
So
quiz.
our hopes
Crap,
rest on good old crystals again, do they? While they are certainly reliable, they leave something to be desired in the area of portability.
Yeah, he's got a point. You
Indeed.
put a whole ass, like,
I am
chest in
reminded
your
of the
pocket.
quantity of corrupted
Oh, there's-
crystals
so that
required
you should be
to
able to
thwart
do something.
Leviathan, and
Yeah.
the extraordinary lengths to which the Laminsons went to transport them. What if it should prove that a similar quantity was needed to destroy an Ascian soul? Or still more?
Oh, right, they need to basically fill an entire barge with them in order to prevent Leviathan from just washing us away.
I do not envy the poor sod who has to lug all of that around on the off chance that an Ascian appears.
That's the very problem we set out to solve.
Put him on
And
the
I
airship and he
reckon
can
we've
just
found
fly
the
around with
answer.
them.
If it isn't practical to lug around the ether we need, we'll just have to draw upon another source.
Uh-oh.
And the only viable source is the land.
If you mean to tap the Great River of Ether, know that it will entail considerable risk. Meddling with the currents may well induce a surge like to the one which despoiled Mordona.
Like, is she referring to, like, a blight type
Give
thing?
me a bit more credit, will you? Why would we need to tap the river when there are veritable reservoirs jutting out all over the land?
Okay.
Yeah, they're talking about what happened with all the, like, crystals growing everywhere in Mordella.
Aye, I speak of corrupted crystals. It might be that their aspect is out of balance, but a crystal's a crystal. It contains ether, and we can help ourselves to it.
While corrupted crystals are indeed abundant, there is no guarantee that they will be in close proximity at a crucial moment.
But what if we don't need them to be? What if we could tap their power from afar? A malm away, say? If we could do that, we'd have ready access to ether aplenty in almost every corner of Eorzea.
Oh my god. We're gonna just, like, remote transmit.
I've yet to put
Uh-huh.
my theories to the proof, but I've got a good feeling about this. If no one has any objections, I'd like to see where this avenue leads.
If you think it worth your while, you have my blessing. But tell us, what are your theories? I, for one, am most eager to understand the process, however vaguely.
Yeah, I guess this will be very interesting.
I thought you might say that, but no one wants to listen to boring old theories all day, do they? I know I don't. So with your permission, I'd like to try something a bit more hands-on. I've already built an etheric siphon especially for this purpose, and I've been meaning to try it out.
Okay, she would make a cool
Thing
science
is,
teacher.
the profusion of corrupted crystals in Mordona makes it something of a high-risk testing ground. If anything goes awry with the siphon, it would be better if it didn't happen within spitting distance of quite so much ether.
Oh, there we go.
Ideally, I need an isolated specimen. Does anyone know where I can find one?
May I suggest northern Thanalan? There you will find corrupted crystals of middling size, standing a reasonable distance apart. Ideal for your needs, I should have thought. Oh, and if you do elect to visit the place, I should be much obliged if you would assist me in another matter while you are in the area.
Has something happened?
Movement has been observed at Castrum Meridianum.
Oh no, that's where we fought Ultima.
Oh, come
During
on.
Operation Archon, the Alliance dealt the stronghold a heavy blow. Its facilities were extensively damaged, and its garrison reduced to a fraction of its former strength. Not long after our forces withdrew, however, their ranks were replenished by reinforcements from Castrum's sentry. They now seek to rebuild, and to this end they have their sights set upon the ceruleum processing plant.
That's where some of the Braves were going.
Having lost the Empire's support, the 14th Legion lacks the resources to sustain itself. To them, this is a bid for survival, and they will doubtless fight like desperate men. Though I have dispatched the Crystal Braves, I fear their strength alone may not suffice to stay the Imperial assault. I would request the Scion's aid in the defensive effort.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to inveigle us into fighting your battle with the promise of shiny crystals.
Well?
Two things can be mutually exclusive.
Consider me inveigled. The crystals you speak of sound perfect, so the Garleans have to go. Besides, we can't afford to beat about the bush. There's no telling when the Arsians will next appear.
Oh, they're already in Ishgard. Standing behind the throne of the Great Seer.
Hurl thyself
that they
into the
don't know that,
jaws
though.
of danger cometh as little surprise. Exercise due caution, I prithee.
Though you have become a crystal brave, you are yet a scion, Alphino. We could hardly refuse you. Pray, join the Crystal Braves and lend them your support. Thangred and Papalimo shall accompany you.
I'm going to turn back into a tank for this, though. I remember what happened the last time I was in attack when trying to fight off the Villians.
Yes.
In the meantime, I would have you assist Moonbreeder. Scout out the crystal clusters, that the testing may commence as soon as the Garlean threat has been eliminated.
Thumbs up.
If it please you, I shall continue mine own experiments on white orosite.
Thank you, Urianger. Everyone, pray see to your preparations and depart as soon as you are able. Go well, and be safe.
Oh. Bye-bye. You know what I love too is that Alphinaud just came in the middle of the conversation. It's like, bro, how much were you hearing? How did you manage to give such a perfect answer?
Maybe someone forgot to turn off their communication crystal.
He was just hanging out in the background, being like, "All right, can you just imagine him like kind of running like through the thing, being like, yes, I know, I'm late, I made it. Hello, I'm here. Hello, I'm here. Let's go to Thanalan. And whack some people with a stick.
No, that's a Boom Age job.
Okay.
Team events have once more conspired to rob us of rest and recuperation. Though I would wish it otherwise, I must ask you to head straight away to the processing plant. The 4th have already deployed to the area and await the arrival of the Scions. Wilfred will brief you on the developing situation. Meanwhile, I must rendezvous with Captain Elbrid at our headquarters in Ul'Dah. I shall take command of forces there with a lighter heart, knowing that you go to support the front lines.
Alright. He's got a point. He is a tiny man. He's like a third your size. Hi, man.
Jews take the Northern Thanalan, do they not?
Hi, yes. At the start, no.
Two must say our farewells to the Rising Stones for a time. Freeman travels to Ul'Dah. We shall serve as her escort. At my daughter's behest, I go to contact certain old acquaintances in the Gilded City. We are beset on all sides by civil unrest and imperial machinations, threatened by primals and troubled by dragons. We need all the allies we can muster.
Oh.
Many of my friends hold positions of power, you see, and it is the hope that they can be convinced to aid the Scion's cause. Oh.
What?
If the Sultana does give up her power and dissolve the Syndicate,
yeah,
she could potentially have her people take over instead.
Okay.
At least it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
If past events have taught us anything, then we know that Zoria must present a united front, or we shall fall. How extraordinary that my little Asilla is involved in such far-reaching affairs. I am proud that I might now stand at her side not only as her mother, but also as a colleague. A colleague with influential connections, but I fear that Ul'Dah has become a place of danger, even for one so familiar with her streets. But woe betide the blackguard that so much as glares in your direction, my lady.
Oh, I thank you. No, what? Girl! What are you doing?
He's posing dramatically for her.
Oh my god.
I shall be well protected, it seems.
She's like the size of his arm.
Yeah. Shall we be on our way, then? To be fair, he is the race that is the tallest, I think.
His name is literally Hoary Boulder. What am I supposed to do with that?
I don't know. Suplex it?
No, I'm not undone. I can't suplex the boulder. In all fairness, she could suplex the boulder fine. She just couldn't figure out. It was when she suplexed everyone else. That's how she couldn't figure out how to put them down. It's also pretty funny considering that you don't you get the update of that through the text message, meaning that literally someone, it's probably Torio, is just hanging out in Undyne's hole, being like, yeah, Undyne doesn't know how to put this down, so I'm just literally hovering in the air texting my child. Like, sure, why not? What else are you gonna do?
Not the weirdest thing. Oh, the ultimate ballad, okay. That's just like a harder version of the ultimate fight I can do.
Oh.
A resident worthy of becoming, a veteran of your talents is most welcome. Not that I don't think we can handle the situation, mind you. I've learned a trick or two since that disaster with the Majal. But returning to the task at hand, flames of common scouts report Imperial soldiers assembling at Raban's push that the force was likely interested in only one thing, getting their hands on resources found here at the processing plant. Villians could be marching us at any time. Pray speak with Lieutenant Eldston that we might coordinate our counter-strategy.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Meantime, I'll inform the others you have arrived. No doubt there will be welcome tidings. I just hope I'm not like significantly weaker without the blessing. It didn't seem like I was affected all that much, save for losing it. So I feel like I should still be able to fight perfectly fine, especially given my level. But I'm worried I'm going to like be defeated in cutscenes.
Oh yeah, I guess we'll find out.
Lieutenant Zeltram, my soldiers, yet tell tales of your deeds during Operation Archon. Would that we could still sit a while and reminisce about old times, but I fear more pressing matters require our attention. Civilians, draw Spain, you see, have code class, several highly suspicious crates within the boundaries of the processing plant.
Oh dear.
When my sappers take a closer look, and worse fears were confirmed, the boxes contain powerful explosive devices of Imperial design.
Oh damn.
By my order, Flame Station here conducting a thorough sweep of the compound. Though it troubles me that we were unable to apprehend the spy. Behind this, I have faith that our men will be able to neutralize the threat for now. In the meantime, our scouts bring troubling news on the latest movements of the army. I would ask again for your aid.
Where's Nashu when you need her?
Yeah.
You can count,
I think Hildebrand and Nashu are currently in Ishgard, although they will only find them after Heaven's Ward.
Yeah.
Keeping a close eye on the garrison, but seeing Imperials have finally got what you were saying, sorry?
It's too bad. Because, we did make a bunch of allies on that quest who could probably have more connections that we could utilize. At the very least, I would love to watch Nashu outsmart the Imperial explosives with her own coconut devices.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Keeping a close eye on the garrisons, mobilized. According to a reconnaissance report that just came in, the squad seen leaving the castrum are too few in number to effectively take hold of our position. They likely mount a swift assault and focus on the acquisition of resources. I have, of course, also shared a report with the Brave. They've decided to take the field to meet these Xeons head on. I praise your fellow signs of the situations and I'm heartened to know that they will be joining the efforts. Pray report to Lieutenant Aline and lend your much welcome strength to the counteroffensive.
Imagine if we could actually have Gilgamesh join us.
That would be funny.
Mm-hmm. Or Avila and and like her people and the people from the fighting crew.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who you helped with the shipments.
Glad you're with us, Aura. As Lieutenant Anston has explained, the Gullians have deployed a small force from Castrum Meridium. Their main column assembles to the north near Dalman's Talons, but we've also spotted several squads attempting to conceal themselves on the approach to the west. They wish for you to rush forth and commit to battle with the main column, leaving the detachment force free to raid the planet and pillage surprise. Not much of a strategy, but these are desperate men. Captain Elbert. Greetings, Scion. I understand the commander bid you and your fellow come to lend a hand to the Braves. Such mighty heroes at its disposal, the Fourth should have little trouble contending with the Autogalians might throw at them. But even you cannot be everywhere at once. The Third was getting reckless, hold up in Ul'Dah, so I marched them here to fill any holes in the planet's defenses and add their numbers to the counterattack. Your reinforcements are welcome. We have enough soldiers now to divide our own forces and safely engage the enemy far beyond the walls. It would be best to avoid staging a battle anywhere near this much ceruleum. Let us take the fight to the Guardians. Wise course indeed. I should have to think of the consequences should any of these storage tanks be exposed to fire. There's no objections. The Scions shall join the Fourth and give battle to this main column. Or with the Third then, Warrior of Light. Your job will be to intercept these squads hiding out in the west and prevent them from reaching the processing plant. When ready to proceed, report to Lieutenant Uruguay. His scouts should have a rough idea of where the Imperials have concealed themselves by now. I still have a bad feeling about this, but we'll go.
Yeah. Well, there's one way to find out.
Yeah. Feels like I'm not so much cursed as I'm just no longer, like, blessed.
Yeah, I guess the two are, like... they don't really... Hello?
And once more, Operation Unveil visit sea. If you're around, victories won't pave the way for greater coin. The fact that he mentioned coin is a problem. Now this attached force we've been sent to eliminate has split into smaller squads. Better conceal themselves within the trade hereabout. I imagine we'll need to split ourselves up as well as cover more ground and make sure that we're at all the raiders. And seeing as you're arming up to yourself, I've assigned you your own areas to scout clear of enemy soldiers. Simple search and destroy. We'll rendezvous back here when we're done. Happy hunting.
Oh, I am worried about you, because now if something does go wrong, you're on your own.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. I wasn't thinking move when I really saw you were alone with Fluttershy. You know what would be kind of cool? You know what would be kind of cute? I mean, you remember how in the other place when you... Oh, hello. In Final Fantasy XIV, you have your fourth claw, so you have one of your companions run forward and help you. Imagine if you had a similar, like, fourth claw for cutscenes, but one of that becomes a big deal.
That would be amazing. I don't think it'll happen, but that would be amazing. Okay. Okay, so my combat prowess is not reduced.
At least not yet.
At least not yet. Cutscenes are another story. Definitely doesn't seem to be affecting main strength, which does make sense, but... I accidentally triggered 2 Earth Sprites as well. Whoops! I'm a paladin. I'm literally... my job is literally be a wall for everyone else. I'm pretty sure out of all the tanks, the paladin is the one who is the most wall-like. Like, a lot of the others definitely are for, like, aggro and stuff, but the paladin, I think, is the one with, like, the most defense and such.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, like, you know, there's a difference between being a wall for other people and legit being able to take out every single enemy completely on your own.
Yeah. You seem grim, Sign. I'll take a moment to mean that between us, more than a few Guardians won't be making it back to the Castrum. The Imperials, though, they certainly made us earn our pay. I would be a happy man if I never had to tussle with another one of those Magitech horrors. Suddenly bid the war-torn land farewell. I will contact the Fourth and let the Lieutenant orders know the West is now clear. I would appreciate if you would do the same when you report to Lieutenant Elston. Okay. Okay, so no cutscene BS quite yet.
Oh, yeah. I will say, it would be an interesting story advancement if, you know... I feel like it'd be something that'd be difficult to keep forward, like, in the story and cutscenes, but still have you be, like, you know, at your fighting prowess outside of it.
Yeah, it'd be difficult. And also, even in cutscenes, there haven't really been any forced losses, save for the battle against La Habrea. That was the only time that it was really a forced loss cutscene.
But there wasn't really a lot in Final Fantasy XVI either.
That's fair. Sentry, what news are going in? Parties are no more than excellent. My engineers and most wait to hear the plant is no longer in any immediate danger. Thank you for your assistance. Oh.
Uh-oh.
An uninvited Ashian. Well, that's quick.
Yeah.
Be anxious to reward for your fellows. Lieutenant Alina has reported a sound victory over the main column and informs me Science have already turned attention to other duties. All but one that is. The Rugged Lady with the large axe, but it appears she has chosen to remain at the site of the battle. But not what task keeps her from returning to civilization. But Northern Thailand is no place to wander alone. Even for a capable sort as her, certainly feel better about things if you could check in on her before you continue on your way. Oh boy. Now we might have to deal with some cutscene BS.
Oh god.
Close the map, thank you. Hopefully no one, but...
What if you do?
That would be kind of hard to do story-wise, but...
Yeah, even if it's temporary. Even if it's
Wait a second.
Thancred isn't here, is he?
The beast seemed peckish, so I gave it a taste of my axe.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I'm just checking my stream. I think my internet may be going.
Oh no.
Okay, there we go.
I know. As Urianger never tires of reminding me. An axe ill becometh the hand of a scholar. What can I say? I like axes. To hear my mother tell it, I came into this world holding one.
Everything's fine.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. My computer was just lagging a bit.
It stopped me picking up a quill, is it? I often think of the man who introduced me to the joys of learning. He's one of the reasons I decided to come to Eorzea. Him and my excruciatingly stiff childhood friend. Considering how unalike we are, it's a wonder we ever got on. The world's a strange old place, isn't it?
Sometimes opposites attract is a thing.
Yeah.
Aye, that ought to do it.
Anything, really.
Whoa.
Oh.
So she attuned
So far,
it to
so good. At these concentrations, it shouldn't matter too much if something goes awry. Just enough ether to make it interesting.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, who's got a fire
Did you see
extinguisher?
that? The way the crystal glowed? The siphon works, I'm happy to say. With a few refinements, it should satisfy our appetite for ether. Which just leaves the small matter of forging our blade. I'm not sure how to go about it just yet, but I swear to find a way. I'll put a blade in your hands if it's the last thing I do.
I appreciate it, but... Uh-oh. Oh,
He
God.
senses me. A useful talent.
Oh, that's weird. I can apparently still... Oh, no. I can still understand them? Or is he actually speaking English?
The beast is going, hi.
Oh, this guy.
Are they onto us?
This is the guy that appeared after we defeated Shiva.
Yeah.
But that's weird. I can apparently sense him. I don't think I was able to do that before.
He looks... I don't they normally wear, like, white masks or something?
No, this is still red mask, but...
Brand, I see you are an Archon of Sharlayan. Keeper of knowledge. Seeker of truth. Meddler.
Oh, I could call you one, too.
I don't know what the hell's you're saying, but I don't much like your tone.
She can't understand him.
But even without my blessing, I can still understand what he's saying.
Okay.
Either that, or she just doesn't know why why they're calling him meddler. It could be that he is actually speaking.
Your instincts serve you well. But come, be not unsettled on my account. That lovely brow was not made for frowns.
Talk like that. It's
That-
like a
But I
pervert.
waste my breath.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Let me direct my words to one who understands them.
Okay, so she can't
We meet
understand.
at last, warrior of light. I am Nabriales.
And I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's still weird. Apparently, even without my blessing or with the echo, I can still understand what they're saying.
Okay.
And apparently, I can now sense when they're nearby. I couldn't do that before.
Dragon friend.
I don't know. It's weird. It's
I don't know. I don't really
You
trust
have
the
long
dragon
been a
mouth.
thorn in my side. I suffered the overweening presence of La Habrea that men might host the power of gods, only for you to undo my hard work.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I'm a menace to the evil people. No!
Oh, bugger.
Oh, bugger! A single finger.
Down.
A single finger. I love how she's like, "Oh, you bugger."
I know.
That was funny
You
and
must
terrifying.
concede that I acted in self-defense.
Oh, not this again.
But what's this? I do not sense the blessing of light.
Oh my god, they know.
Yeah.
They know.
Oh dear. Could it be that frail Heidelin has forgotten her champion? This I did not foresee.
Mr. Dragon, if you're here, now would be a good time to tell him to shut up.
Shorn
Your
of
minion
light
show
as
up
you
and, like,
are,
send us to
you are
somewhere.
no longer a threat. And better yet, the seal is broken.
What seal?
What seal?
Now is the time to claim the staff.
Is he
With
referring
it
to...
in my grasp, I shall
What's that?
rise above them all and take my place at Lord Zodiac's right hand.
That's the person opposed to Hyduin, apparently, that they worship. But what staff is he talking
What did
about?
that bastard want with us?
Yours, maybe?
Nabriales, he calls himself. With charm like that, I'll bet he has maidens falling at his feet. Unconscious. But
Yeah.
the staff. You say just talking about it had the bastard grinning like a brat on his name day. Must be quite a staff.
Did you, as Aura, actually say that? Because that's hilarious. You don't normally talk like that.
Yeah.
Oh, gods. He means Tupsimati, Master Louis Soir's staff.
Uh-oh.
That's the one
Villians
in...
in danger.
That's the
We have
one...
to get back to the Rising Stones.
Isn't that staff broken?
Maybe.
It doesn't... Wait, doesn't she still have the echo, though?
Doesn't that... But that has to mean that you could still... That he could still possibly do something with it. Ah! Run! Run! Run!
I'm teleporting as fast as I can, and Rose confirms it's the one on the wall. That's what I thought, so... Please don't tell me everyone's dead again. I don't want to have to deal with that.
No. It's empty.
You're here.
Hi. Okay. No one's in the bar area.
Well, she left.
Yeah, but there were other people around.
It's gone.
Oh crap! Where's she? Where's Minfilia?
You
Okay.
two.
Hi, friend.
So, you were able to divine my intent. What now, warrior of light? Ah, but that name is no longer fitting. You have become decidedly dull, and quite incapable of barring my entry.
We just happen to be in that song.
What do you mean?
Did she understand it?
She should be able to. She
You
has the
truly
echo.
do not know. Then I suppose it is only right that I enlighten you.
Oh, stop with the puns. You're not cool enough for that.
Yeah.
The blessing of light kept you and your fellow meddlers safe. It was that which prevented my kind from entering your domain.
Oh God.
My kind, I say, though it had no power over the likes of Elidibus and La Habrea. Being of this world, they could come and go as they please, while I could only look on.
So they were what, once people that became Ashians, whereas you were just Ashians?
I guess so.
But I need look no longer. Now that the seal is gone, I mean to act. Unlike the others, I am not given to waiting. I shall take that staff and bring about the next rejoining.
It doesn't make me think about Twilight Princess when Zan showed up.
Yeah.
Rejoining? Then it was your doing. The Isle of Val, the scholars, all of it.
You will not harm her!
No, oh god. Oh! Oh my god! No!
Moonbreeder!
Why must you insist on forcing my hand? Did you learn nothing from our last meeting? Ah, but I forget. My words fall upon deaf ears.
Is she? Because that doesn't look fine.
Just use healing magic.
A
Oh.
broken relic, a memorial to the departed. What possible use could you have for it?
I just hope that doesn't prime her for possession.
Let's hope not.
I don't know
What
how it
use?
happened.
You mean to say that all this time you kept the key, never knowing what it was you possessed?
No.
What key? I know he tried to use it to seal Bahamut.
Or rather, the stone tablet it bears is host to a great power.
It looks like it's shattered.
Yeah.
Together with the horn, it can be used to draw vast quantities of ether from its bearer's surroundings.
Oh god, if you get through this okay, you should share this with Moonbreeder. This could be... Oh!
Put that and the horn on the sword.
Uh-huh.
Sort of like, kill this mother effer.
How else do you think Louis Soir was able to invoke the power of the 12 without making them an offering of crystals?
When he tried to seal Bahamut.
Summoning requires not only prayer, but a profusion of ether. Even a child knows that.
If I did not know before, you may be certain I do now. But above all, I know that we cannot allow this staff to fall into your hands. I will die before I let you take it.
No. Don't say that. He will kill you.
Insufferable woman. I would happily end your miserable life here and now. Alas, Elidibus would never let me hear the end of it.
Okay.
Okay, so the white-clad one is somehow acting as a somewhat deterrent?
Very well. If you will not part with the staff,
No.
I will take you too.
Oh god. No. No! No!
Oh, god damn it!
Oh, son of a beehive! Stab him!
Why were they just standing there?
Oh, for what it's worth, the way he was able to block other blows and teleport around, you may have been afraid of hurting one of your friends.
Oh, it's still there.
Okay. Easy.
After them! Quickly! Before the rift closes!
Well, I guess you're going to the other world now.
I've been there before.
Yeah, maybe you can come across, your other friends. Uri and,
Yeah, the chrysalis is now accessible.
Hooray!
Let's see how badly this goes.
Very poorly. Oh.
It's gonna be a boss battle.
Okay. Stand there staring dramatically at the entrance and
Only one thing left to do.
Damn it. No. What is wrong with you?
I don't have anything else to do except wait.
You can do literally anything else. Hell, blowing yourself up would be more appropriate than this.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You asked for it.
Yes, I did. Oh god. Congratulations. So now do you go back? Imagine if you said no and like Mumbrilla was just sitting there looking at you, be like, "You dumbass orange sentry, what are you doing? Why are you this dramatic?" Okay.
I'm just hoping I'm able to actually get a party tonight for this.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of late and.
I know. You need like Sid and like Biffs and Biggs and Wedge and like your other people like from the Crystal Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Come join you and help stabilize this thing in case it becomes. My God, can we?
We can't do anything.
We kind of have to wait now. While I wait for people who are really not important to the story at all to join us, let me do something so you don't have to be on the floor. Can we at least take her to a couch? Why are we just so utterly disappointed on the floor? Yeah, that's very political.
You know what? I'll help her.
No, don't bother her! No! She's been through enough! Stop bothering her! She's a plant! Jesus, come on! I cannot even with you. I know I can't odd with you either. I cannot even square root of -1 with you. There is nothing I can do with you right
Fine,
now.
I'll do this.
No, don't poke her.
Poke, poke.
You're just poking the air above her. She's probably looking at you like, have you lost your actual mind? But, my God.
I poke her.
What if you just... Oh my God. Photograph? What the heck is photograph? I don't think I've seen that one, have I? Oh my God! Okay, Monbrilla, can you just imagine sharing this like that? We shall now commemorate the time in which you managed to get member for the chrysalis. Wait, just imagine showing this to her later. Hey, do you remember the time when you got shot there with dark magic and then Ophelia got kidnapped? Well, I do. I took a picture of it before I went to go save her because I'm a dumbass.
Oh, I'm on the creepy Kingdom Hearts area. Where is this a-hole?
Poor Ophelia, we need to not leave her alone in the solar, I swear.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know that the bond was there. Okay, she's still alive, but she's trapped. Mm-hmm.
Why do I feel like she's about to be a sacrifice or something? Hey! Stop. No, don't touch her. No, stop it, don't touch her.
I'm hoping I'm gonna get to actually kill him. Okay, he has a Triforce thing on his face. A different symbol though than La Habrea had, so.
Hey, everyone, have fun!
Food check.
Food check! Someone's pedal is the final fish. That's correct.
Oh, he's doubling himself. Oh, I used the wrong ability, darn it. Need to move that ability to another spot, so I stopped using it. I'm trying to help, but I'm not really. I think I'm not really doing much. I'm trying to target the guy in the middle, but I just can't.
I have absolutely no help in these things, so I'm just reading over everyone's names and titles and seeing what's going. It's so, but really, everyone has like a pretty everyone has like a pretty standard name. Like there's no like shadows or like goofy names or those things. But the final fish is probably out.
Gonna kick you in the balls.
One of the things your warframe. Ah!
Just screams incoherently.
Screams incoherently in this guy's general direction.
He is using a number of the same abilities that Laha Bray used, including the double and single and triple. So I'm not sure exactly what they do, but...
I'm worried that I know... I will say this. Oh. I know that your extra companions here really don't have any, No, Rose, no! Oh, Rose, I mean, look, she may be, but there has to be proper consent involved, and I don't think she can consent to this. What's
No.
an asshole?
Yeah. Yes, no consent with the creepy asshole.
We can play later if she wants to, but not now. Wait. Alright, we're gonna not. I know that Yarna, like Frontier don't have any, like, proper, like, story impact. You know, I think it's treated like, you know, like you go in on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fair, and unfortunately, with the, severing of the crystals and the echo and stuff.
You should hear her after doing this trial.
Oh, God. And I know the crystal, I know you won't necessarily be able to merge with the crystals before your, purifying dang crypt with Raya, but you could argue that right now you're still defeating this asshole. This is how we're friendship.
Yeah.
No way, shared before. I think we may just have to be okay with that.
Turn this world to perfect darkness.
He's kind of talking like that one asshole from the Crystal Tower, the main boss. Like,
yeah, the... Eat shield. Sorry, eat Titan's butt cheek.
Titan's butt cheek. Titan's butt cheek.
Man, the river of time. Possible. He has power over time and time itself? Oh.
That's Mendelia talking.
Oh. Is he gonna rewind time? Oh. I don't know what it is. Shield num delicious.
Yes, perfect.
Oh, okay, so do we need to stand on these to protect people?
I don't know, that doesn't look protecting. Ah!
Yes, we do.
Oh, you do? Oh, that looks so counterintuitive, I'm not gonna lie. The comet is coming down.
Only tanks in the towers, yes.
Oh,
Okay, so...
Oh, that was great.
Keep dodging. Stop moving. Eat my butt cheek.
Eat my butt cheek. I have it on good authority. Like, tasty. Come here, go look it.
Okay, so I was right in that I had to try and go into the towers, because I was a tank.
Okay. Yes.
Secret Ashen Man. Secret Ashen Man. Secret Agent Man.
No.
I have a feeling he's gonna run in terror.
Oh, that's a high drop.
Okay.
Okay, alright, she looks okay.
Okay.
Alright. Can we go talk to her? Is she there? Ophelia? Are you okay?
I can't talk to her.
Oh, she just says my thanks.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Mom.
Now the question, how the heck do we get out of here? Where's the staff? And are we still toast?
Alright, you seem okay. You seem like you're back. Yeah, you're back. You're okay.
Oh, and I think we still have the crystal.
Oh my god.
Thank the 12.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, please, can we get you... Oh, hey, look, dead asshole.
He's there.
Nope, not dead asshole.
Oh, test it! Test it! Test it! Test it! Test it! Test it!
Stab it!
The weird morning sounds.
Hey! Oh god, that was fast. I thought
He was possessing someone.
You may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come?
God, even his voice is annoying. I say that who's someone whose voice is a little bit more annoying than it usually is, but...
Remember, light no longer holds sway here.
I may return whensoever I wish. Again and again and again. Eventually, you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, scions.
Oh my god.
Use it!
Come on. Come on, sweetie. The crystal. She's got the crystal. Alright, come on, let's try it. Let's see what we got.
There will be no next time. This is the end.
Okay. Come on, come on. Alright. Stab it. Alright, come on, Aura, stab it.
What trickery is this?
Okay, this sounds promising.
No. Cannot. No.
Okay. Come on, stab him. Come on, Aura, stab him.
Come on, Aura, you can do it.
Stab him.
We just attuned it to the small crystal.
To gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free.
Stoic nod.
Stoic nod. It's not the time for Stoic nod. Stab the freaking crystal.
Oh, the gem.
Okay. Well, it's kind of necessary right now.
Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the blade of light.
Power of friendship. Power of friendship. Whoa. What if it doesn't work? No, it did. Oh, that's awesome. It's trying to.
Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
I really don't like the dragon right now.
So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me. I shall make you pay for your insolence.
Come on.
What if we have multiple people doing this?
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light.
Hey, can she bless someone else in the party even if she can't get you?
Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling.
If only we had a bit more ether.
Come on. Okay, do you have an idea? I think she has an idea.
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
That's a great question.
Master Louisoix, I understand now. The choice you made.
Oh no.
Oh, what is she doing?
In death, there is life.
Oh my god.
Farewell, Urianger. You damned
It is a bad idea. It is a bad idea.
Bad idea, but idea.
If anyone is sensitive to self-harm or death, you may not want to watch this.
Yeah, all life comes from ether, and when they die, you return to the well of ether that runs through the world.
Oh god.
She's going to give up her life force to give us more ether that we need to destroy it.
Moonbreeder, no! You mustn't!
We'll see.
What?
Oh.
No.
Okay, we're making progress.
It cannot end. I am eternal. I am immortal.
You are an asshole. Just shut up and die. Okay. I think you got him.
We did it.
Oh god.
And we have her research, which means that we can replicate it, but...
But does that mean that someone needs to die every single time?
Moonbreeder.
I don't know.
She's gone.
Yeah.
At a horrible cost.
I mean, because the power of life is got to be different from the power for crystals. Well, if it does require life, we can't do that.
And yet, at the same time, how many people has that guy killed by possessing them?
My friend. The Ascian is dead.
It's horrible, but she did it. She saved Minfilia, and we actually managed to kill an Ashian for good.
Her sacrifice means something, and for that I'm happy. I would have hated if it hadn't worked.
Yeah, I would. That would have been worse. That would have been so much worse.
But she had the power and the knowledge and wanted to make the choice, as awful as it is. If it's something where I hope that's not something we need to count on, because even if other people want to make the choice, that doesn't feel right. Oh my god.
At least hopefully next time we'll actually have more preparation.
Yeah, just you in your gentleman outfit. This feels so wrong. Aww.
Even I'm just like.
You look.
This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
Surprisingly, yes.
Just one more quest, then 2.55.
Jesus, okay.
I am.
Surprisingly, a lot's happened since you guys
were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
Oh, boys. You guys missed a lot.
Yeah.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
About that.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
Oh, she's sharing everything. Oh no.
She gave her life to temper the blade of light. I have no words.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
Could it be that Hydaelyn is the force of life, whereas the Ashians, like the Zora guy, is the force of death?
Maybe.
So both of them need to kind of exist together in a sense.
It's almost like in order to destroy one, you have to destroy the other. Some sort of balance.
Maybe. Just.
Oh boy. Or destroy an aspect
Rather
of
than
one.
await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
That's fair, Rose. That's fair.
Yeah. That's a good point. I appreciate you not answering at times like that, Rose. Just allow us to theorize even when we're going to be completely wrong. But yeah, well, she took fate into her own hands.
I did that with
Does Ariange know?
Loki and WandaVision.
Yeah.
Oh god. Hi. Hi, buddy. We have some
My
bad
friend.
news.
There is something I must tell you.
Fade to black
I
again?
heard all, my lady.
No. Probably not.
The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens. Yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not?
Well, she has, but...
At what cost?
Long ago, far across the seas in the Sharlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louis Soir. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good. His sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice, was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His peers did accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history.
Oh, come on.
When he left Sharlayan behind, Master Louis Soir gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence.
Yeah.
Above all, however, she was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive.
Hey.
For years
Sorry.
upon end, she knew not what to believe.
I was distracted
Torn
by
she was
my brother.
twixt the man whom she revered, and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisoix I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady. 'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisoix hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path, free of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisoix's wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer.
Oh. Yucks. She at least came to it in the end. But, boy.
Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart.
T is texting me and he says it's like, yep, introduced just to
Speakest
die.
thou
And salutes.
Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisoix's will before the end?
I think so.
I think so, yeah, because she mentioned him specifically and said that she understood why he did what he did.
Yeah, so at least there's something there for her.
The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her. Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
She pops up from behind you and bear hugs you again.
No!
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
Fair enough.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require. We shall be here should you have need of us.
Yeah, all mourn in our own ways.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. That's not what I was expecting to witness tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting what? That was all the one quest.
Uh-huh.
Aww. Anchor looks like he's about to fall over.
Alright, seeing you greater so utterly defeated, no one should be made to suffer such grief. Should gather in a Celine manner to celebrate Moto's life and mourn her passing. Honestly, Heaven's Eye kind of sounds appropriate.
Yeah.
This music is not helping.
It's not the time game.
In memory of.
Sounds nice.
Remember, I was a native of Saruman. I feel it's only fitting that we gather before the mark of the scholar of familiar with the stone. It is a monument found at Ratherfrost and is sacred to Thawak, a guardian deity of the city of Warning. Last quest in 2.55. There shall we pray for our dear friend's soul and bid her peaceful dream to the light of the Mother Crystal.
Return, not dream.
Return,
I'm not
sorry.
sure where you got dream from.
I don't know. I think I was distracted because I'm just remembering now because it's like, now it's 2.55. I'm just remembering, it's like, oh, Kingdom Hearts 2.9. It's like, can I get the Kingdom Hearts 3 already? Because that's literally how Kingdom Hearts 3 starts. You get it and it's like, oh, Kingdom Hearts 2.9. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Because there was like 2.8, 2.9 Final Mix, and it's just like all this other stuff. Okay, where am I going to... Oh.
Alright. I'm happy that there's like kind of a little like quest to pay tribute to her. That feels
yeah.
good. That feels right.
I still wonder though who he was possessing.
I know.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4 would be nice too, but
Yeah, we do. This epic dragon music, though.
yeah. Yeah, you are right about that, Rose. Kingdom Hearts 3 though also took a really long freaking time. Oh, I've actually been up here before. I just didn't realize that there was anything up here.
This is beautiful, actually.
No, game. Is there something I have to focus on? Or is it behind the tree?
Tree.
Oh, there it is. I couldn't see it because of this freaking glowing crystal floor.
Yep. Hello, friends.
My hand is clipping through the floor.
Yes, it is. I was wondering if you were going to be doing this on your own, but...
Give him time. I wonder which part of the quest would have been, like, locked if I hadn't done the Crystal Tower.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it would be, like, right before Heaven's Ward, but you never know.
There everyone is.
I'm kind of glad I came at night. It really kind of...
It's beautiful.
Yeah, the glowing crystals around, the stars...
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price.
You couldn't have known that the
But
thing
you
was
would
broken
not
down.
suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it.
Okay, thank you for clarifying, Rose. So it would be right before Heaven's Ward that would be blocked off.
I feel it probably feels even...
And so we shall.
Yeah.
We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
She probably feels survivor's guilt. Consider that Moonbreeder was trying to...
Protect her.
Yeah. You as well, but...
Yeah, what the... Oh, the dragon.
Life for death.
Yep, I think
A
we were on
fair exchange.
A life for death.
Other bargains will be struck.
Can you not? I'm mad at you right now. I think...
But even then, Heidelin wasn't really responding to us anyway for, like, at least, like, the last 5 patches. Ever since we Friendship with Magic, she hadn't been responding or speaking to us. So it could have been that, you know, this was going to be the case anyway, and he just kind of, you know, did what was going to inevitably happen.
Yeah, it's weird though. Like he doesn't. I don't know.
There's too much we don't know about what's going on between him, Heidelin, and everything else.
Right now, he hasn't given a very favorable impression. And considering that Heidelin's departure had specifically allowed the Ascians to come into the place in the first place, like, and he specifically severed your bond with her.
Yeah.
Maybe it would have happened anyway, but right now I can't help but feel like he's responsible for that, and thus
The death.
Yeah, or at least indirectly. Or at the very least, if he hadn't done what he did, I can't help but wonder if things would have been different.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll turn out to be wrong about that. I don't know, but right now I'm not happy with him.
Yeah. He does seem also kind of full of himself, given his strength and power and everything, but he just...
In all fairness, he probably actually has reason to be like that, considering how old and powerful he actually is.
Yeah.
It's not empty boasting.
Yeah. Though we have said our farewells, the power of sadness has diminished, but little. Forgive me, the antecedent is my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean on.
Mm-hmm.
Yet I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own way and not to be lightly swept aside. You agree?
I have to admit, I think she's right, because there's a saying, or something I have heard is, grief is the price we pay for love.
Yeah.
Which means that if you mourn her, that means that you really cared about her.
Yeah. It's as if a dagger's been thrust into my breast. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we are to forge ahead with our duty. The battles we have fought have taken the lives of so many. Luxus, Mo'Brien, our fellows at the Waking Sands.
Yeah.
Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost so long as we rise to fight once more.
Yeah.
I hardly need to remind you of this, of course. 'Tis for my own belief that I repeat these words, a reaffirmation of my own chosen path.
Yeah, that's fair. Sometimes you just need to hear it said.
If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit of weeping.
You can still cry, honey. It's okay.
My apologies again, Aura. There is no other to whom I can display such weakness. I could display such weakness.
I wish you could just hug her.
You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in days to come.
Like, I know this game has some trouble, like, even with, like, the handing over animation, so it probably would be difficult to do, but I wish you could hug her.
Victory won, a comrade lost, honor the fallen, the living forge ever on towards the light of a new day.
You must forge on.
Mm-hmm. I'm wearing the shirt that says you must forge on, and has a picture of someone from Dark Souls. I honestly thought it was going to be there. Before the Fall Part 1. Oh dear.
Oh dear. 8% of people have gotten this far.
I don't understand why it's such a low percent, but the only thing I can think is that they added achievements after the fact, and so people that have already gone past it aren't registered for it.
Yeah.
So the question is, do we continue on?
How long have we been going?
2 hours, 16 minutes, and I feel like this could be a good pausing point.
I think this is a good stop.
I'm just going to see what the next quest is. Another quest to make. Yeah. The question is, do you want me to also wait until you are back before we stream through more of this together?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
I could always tell you what happens, and the stream would always be there if you wanted to watch it.
That should be fair. I'd say perhaps.
I'm probably not going to stream again until at least Saturday, so.
Yeah. Well, my guess is I'll probably be okay if you want to go ahead. Without it.
Okay. Yep, I'll definitely probably wait until Saturday to do more of it.
It was like 16 quests.
Okay, 16 quests before Heaven's Ward. That would probably be about maybe one stream, maybe two, depending on how long it takes to get to certain people to join for stuff. This guy has a very nice pink suit.
Yeah, he does. So this is Chocobo. Oh, big cutscene in the patch.
Yeah. There's always going to be a really big cutscene with lots of exposition.
Alright.
As long as it doesn't come close to the 71-minute cutscene from one of the Metal Gear games, I think we should be fine.
Popcorn. In our case, popcorn's necessary.
I do remember that was one of the things that people were just like, oh my god, over an hour for a single cutscene.
That is amazing. I mean, that's...
It was made by the Metal Gear Solid creator, Hideo Kojima, and he is known for his strange takes on certain video games and such.
Yeah.
So, and overly long, dramatic, story-filled cutscenes were one of them.
Kind of like basically, it's like you're making. It's like you're basically making a movie and
Oh, that must be the cutscene my brother's been talking about.
Okay, yes. I heard that you actually got a chance to mess with him or chat with him over in the Twitch chat. And probably mess with each other a little bit.
Now there's only one thing left to do.
No! Oh, you gotta wait to see if someone else revives you now.
Maybe I actually will.
Alright. Let's see.
If they don't, I'll just teleport myself back, because that's what I was planning to do. I just want the idea that these two people might just be looking at me. It's like, what on earth just happened? I think so. Someone just warps in and sees a dead body near the crystal. It's like, Okay.
You know what would be really funny is what if you go to New Gardenia and then you come back and then you express your utter disappointment in them.
That would be funny.
Or water them to see if they react to you.
No, Rose thinks they're probably AFK, and she's probably right.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
This person has a Moogle staff. And then there's the glow sticks.
Glow sticks, yes.
This one person is wearing a bikini, and then there's some like long jackets, and I'm just like, okay.
And the bunny ears, that's sexy. It's like a Playboy bunny off the clock.
Yep. Oh, I forgot. I can now be a menace this way.
No, stop being a menace. No, stop.
No, bombs.
No, I am. Sir. I just want you to know that you are a problem. I'm not throwing this at you.
I got hit with the potassium pillow. Are you waiting? Ow!
Yes, I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see if you're doing it.
Yeah, I think the bunny is a certain race.
That is fair point.
I just can't use it yet because I'm not full trial. Now just imagine you come home one day and I've changed my class to be a bunny girl, and you just be like, what? Damn. But I'm probably not going to do that just because I feel like the character then wouldn't be my own.
Yeah, that's fair. You were just...
Stop!
Stop flying out of the people!
No!
You wanted to stop! Stop with the menace to it!
These are my harmless firework bombs. They don't do any damage or anything. They just make a small cloud of smoke.
It doesn't mean that's not part of menace. You don't get to determine the rules of your menace hit. Why have we not established this? Did you forget the entirety of Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, sir?
What game was that again? Blocked it.
I'm still hitting your arm. I'm still counting this.
I'm not even throwing bombs anymore.
Oh, not long. Like what you did. You started a trend.
Yay!
Oh my god.
More explosives! Now!
More potassium!
You did. Okay.
Yes, I am continuing to hit you with the thing.
Oh! I just realized the dragon actually sits on my shoulder.
Excuse me. Alright.
It's actually kind of cool.
It is.
Interesting. Like, still not sure about him, but it's interesting that he actually kind of sits on my shoulder.
Yeah, it's like you're freaking Daenerys.
Alright, I think I am going to end there without any more explosives. Put that down. Put that down.
I'm sure I missed one or two.
No, you didn't. You got way more because you were hitting me when I was no longer throwing bombs.
You had started a trend. You earned more than that. At the very least, we can consider if it turns out there are actions, we can consider them preemptive menace reprisal for when you inevitably do this when I'm not with you.
Rose apparently supports you. Apparently I deserve being hit.
Do you remember when she said when we were playing Smash, she said that us girls need to stick together?
Yeah.
Like, oh, for what it's worth, I've been sleeping in the other room anyway because I've been sick, so it kind of works out anyway.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
Light show. That's not me throwing bombs. That's just me making pretty lights.
You just keep telling yourself that. Get ready!
See? Something more harmless I can use.
Get ready!
Alright. Alright. Thank you for real, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you all next stream.
Good night, Internet.